Thank you for joining me today at 2cutebeads.com. I am going to show you how we create our CrystalTex bracelets. There's really no experience required. Anyone can make one of these for friends or family gifts. They make a really nice gift. This is Swarovski CrystalTex, and we've got AB, we've got rose, tanzanite, crystal, golden shadow, and aquamarine. And then we have our special order, which is monochrome, which has 5 different colors in it. It has crystal, silver night, silver shade, jet hematite, and black diamond. And I don't know, you may have seen that online. We're using a stainless steel clasp, and it is magnetic, slides up and down. It's got a nice wide opening. It's got a 3mm opening, so it works easily with the CrystalTex and the leather. And a bottle of the super nude glue. You do need to have a pair of good sharp scissors, and you need approximately between 7 and 8 inches of the 10mm flat leather. And this one is already ready. This is the size that goes on the flat leather, so I'm going to move this one out of the way for right now. And each one of these strips will actually make 2 bracelets. So I'm going to start out and make a aquamarine. And so you have 10 rows, so you're going to cut right in the middle to 5 rows. And be very careful when you're cutting not to nick the crystal. And just, so all you do is you cut your pieces. So this one piece will make 2 bracelets, or we call them crystal cuffs is what we call them. And you need your basic household iron, and you need to have your setting on no steam, and you need to have it to the highest setting you have. And you need to work on a flat surface or an ironing board or something like that. So we're going to get started now. I'm going to start with the black leather, and I'm going to start by making the aquamarine. And all I do is lay my CrystalTex over my leather, take it down to the end, right here, and take my iron and start setting my CrystalTex in place. I'm just running my iron right down my leather. Now I have it set. I make sure that it's in line. So now all we have to do is go back through and let our iron sit on top of our leather and our CrystalTex. We just iron it onto the leather. And I want to look at it, and I want to make sure that it has adhered, so I turn it and make sure that it's not coming up in any way. I just go over it a few times, just to make sure that it's on. Trim off the end of my CrystalTex on this end. Trim it off on this end. Again, I'm going to bend it back and forth, make sure everything's stuck on. I'm going to take it, put it in the clasp. Okay. And then I'm going to size it. And this one's going to be too big for me. So you have enough to make an 8-inch. So what you want to do then is you want to start trimming back. Now, I just trim back a little at a time because I don't want to waste it. And you may need a pair of heavier shears. And then I put it back in here again. And I try it on again. And I just keep doing this until I get it to the size I want. I think this is going to be good. Yeah, that's going to be just fine. So that is the size I want. So then I just remove my CrystalTex. I'm going to go over it one more time because I cut it, just to make sure my ends are sealed. With my super new glue. Going to carefully, this one I'm going to put like 3 drops in. Push it all the way in. The other side, making sure not to touch anything. Three drops in. Push it in all the way. A crystal cup, a Swarovski crystal cup. Set it to the side. Let it dry for about 30 minutes. Then it's ready to wear. I have my silver wire here. And on this one, I wanted to show you a couple of different things that we did. We wanted to make a multicolor. So on this, I cut 2 rows off of my purple. So I have 2 rows off my purple. And I'm going to take 2 rows off my pink. So I have my pink, my purple, and with my other half of my blue from my first bracelet, I'm going to get 2 rows off this. So again, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to line it up. And this is a little trickier. You have to go a little slower on this because we have to get all of them lined up. right at the end. So I need to get my purple in here. So I'll go purple. And blue, aquamarine. Right down here. And line, aquamarine. Then my rose. So then just to get started, I'm going to hold this in place and I'm going to set my iron right on the end here. And again, no steam. You have to make sure that is the only thing. You do need to make sure you have no steam on this. Okay, everything looks good. So I'm going to cut off the ends here. And again, I know I need to take about this much off for sizing because the other one was a little bit too big for me. And another clasp. And again with the glue, push it in, take it around, glue your other end. Oh, I didn't get this one adhered as good as it should be, so just need to put a little more heat on it. Went in perfectly. Now we have a tri-colored bracelet with the aquamarine, the tanzanite, and the rose. And you can stack them. It just makes a nice, beautiful gift. Or for yourself. We wear a few of them around here. I'm going to show you our other favorite real quick. Now this comes in a strip like this, and this was special ordered for us, and we use it on the white. And it's perfectly cut. And on this one, really easy. Again, start at one end. And this is our monochrome bracelet. Debbie calls it her evening out bracelet. And the nice thing about this project is you pick any colors you want, any pattern that you want to put it in. It can be as simple as one strip, or you can use 6 strips of the different colors. But you have lots of possibilities. This one's on. Check it. Trim it. I didn't bring enough clasp in for me, so I'm going to have to remove this one. I glued, so I can't remove that one. But I haven't glued this one yet, so I'm going to take this one out and show you what this one looks like. Oh, and Johnny just brought me another clasp. So, and there's your monochrome. I'll put this one back together. Made a little mess here. And again, you just have to let them set up for about 30 minutes and they're ready to go. But these are also nice Mother's Day gifts, friends gifts, you know, shower gifts. Like if it's a boy or if it's a girl, you can do a pink one, you could do a blue one. And there's 3 different styles. You wear them all together or separate. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks again for joining us at 2 Cute Beads.